The number 201-200-9368, WFMU, you're on the air.
This isn't Tom, is it?
Yes, it is.
Tom from Newbridge High School?
Uh-huh. Well, who's this?
Class of 86?
Uh-huh.
Hey, guys, it is him.
Well, who's this?
You don't know?
No, who is this?
You still don't know.
I don't know at all.
Here's the clue.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
That's the sound of your head in a toilet.
You got me. I don't know who this is.
He still doesn't know. It's Troy Dershman, nerd.
Oh, yeah, you were in my class.
I ruled your class.
How are you doing, Troy?
I'm doing great. The guys and I were listening to the radio, and we thought we heard your pipsqueak voice.
So what? You were listening to the station or something, or flipping around the dial?
On the way to a ball game, we were just kind of tooling around the dial. And I recognized your voice from those gay announcements you used to do over the PA system at high school.
Yes, you were in my high school when I was in high school. It's kind of weird. I mean, I haven't seen you or any of your friends in like that whole crowd in years.
Yeah, we had some good times, didn't we?
Well, high school, I guess, for a lot of people was not the greatest time of their life.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that. You said you didn't think that you were that cool?
Well, I wasn't like... I honestly didn't think I was, like, necessarily, like, a cool guy.
Well, you know what?
What?
You're right.
Oh, well, I wasn't like a,
You weren't like anything cool ever.
I was like in the middle.
Remember that time I made you eat that urinal cake?
I don't know if that ever happened.
Or the time at graduation where I made you go pantsless?
These are things that are just in the past, I guess. And
they live in my memory forever.
Well, they're in my past.
You were such a tool.
Because I was just a regular person trying to get by. I mean, you were on the football team?
Yeah, I was on the football team. Remember the final game of the season when I scored 3 touchdowns against Tribridge? Yeah,
I did. That was
that was a great moment for you and everybody at Newbridge High.
I think I probably announced that on the PA. So our moments of glory will kind of intersect.
Well, your problem was you were just so jealous of me.
I don't know if you'd call it jealous. I mean, you obviously were on the football team, which I was not.
No, you certainly weren't.
And you kind of were. I guess you were more accepted in a lot of the circles,
I called the shots, basically. Hey, remember that time I made you throw your shoes and socks up on the roof of the school, and it was February?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
See, it wasn't that funny to me, though.
Oh, we loved it.
Who's there?
Everybody. Oh, who's here now?
Yeah, like who loves it from who's the we? Like you were talking to some guys.
Yeah,
in the
me and my friends, we're still together after all these years.
Who?
Craig, Gary, Vaughn, Mike.
Uh-huh. Those are all guys on the football team.
You got it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We're still doing it, and I see that you still have crappy taste in music.
Well, it's not exactly crappy. I mean, I just played the Feelies, which a lot of people, that's actually a pretty accepted band.
I can't believe you still like that punk crap.
Well, and that's not exactly punk, but, I mean, it's the music I liked then, and, I kind of like it now, too, I mean, it's just what you guys were into, a whole different scene, musically.
The hard stuff.
I mean, I was into hard stuff also.
You were not. You liked Devo.
Yeah, I did like Devo, actually. I mean, Devo's good. I mean,
I can't believe you admitted that on the radio.
I don't know what's wrong with Devo.
Got an hour? Hey, play a song from the new Keel record.
The new Keel record?
Yeah.
I don't think we have the Keel record here at the station. So
You're still a tool.
you really are a harsh guy, Troy.
Hey, nerd.
Yeah? Well, no, I'm not a nerd, though.
Yes, you are. Hey, pull your jock over your head.
No, I'm not wearing a jock, first of all, and I'm not going to do anything.
I am.
You're wearing one. Congratulations.
We just got back from a scrimmage.
Wait, what do you mean? Watching a scrimmage?
No,
or?
we played.
Uh-huh.
We still play. We hit hard.
Who do you play?
It's a community league. We rule it.
Wait, you and guys like Vaughn and Mike and Craig?
Yup, and Gary.
You guys are still playing football?
Hell yeah, the Newbridge Vikings.
That's not the name of the team, though.
That's our team.
Uh-huh. So you're like you're what? You're playing on weekends or something?
We practice every day, but we play on Saturdays. It's touch football. I'm trying to get them to make it full contact.
Uh-huh. Well, Troy, I mean, it's nice hearing from you. I mean, I guess. I mean, we went to high school together. We were never the closest of friends back then, but...
Oh, we were real close when I was shoving your face in the toilet.
I mean, that was in the past, though. It's like you were kind of like the bully of school, and...
I wasn't so much a bully. I saw myself as the enforcer.
See, I kind of saw you back then as more of like a person who kind of picked on people for things that they didn't necessarily deserve.
Oh, like that time you didn't step on my foot?
Uh-huh. I think I did step on your foot.
Yes, you did. And you paid.
But why, I don't, you've always had a lot of, like a need to prove how tough you are.
No, I don't. I'm just enforcing. It's not my fault that you're jealous that I was hooked up with the hottest girl in school.
Well, who was that again? That was...
Sheila Petrie.
Uh-huh. So you did used to go out with her.
More than that, I married her.
Oh, you actually married Sheila Petrie?
Yep.
And how are things going? That's...
Oh, we actually grew apart.
So you guys aren't together anymore?
Not anymore. No, things got off to a bad start that first night that I proposed to her.
Uh-huh.
I took her to Garvey's. I'm about to propose. I look over. Who's sitting at the bar but Tim Wilson from your crew?
Yeah, Tim's a nice guy.
He's one of your geek friends.
Tim's actually doing pretty well for himself.
Whatever. He's a jerk.
He actually does a lot of, I think, he's actually moved out to Seattle about 4 years ago.
That figures he's so uncool he had to leave Newbridge. So anyway, I was so mad at him, just the fact that he was there spoiling my moment. I couldn't even get together to eat. I was so nauseous just looking at his face. So I had to cut my proposal short. I saw him go into the men's room.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what he got?
What?
A swirly.
So you actually interrupted the proposal of marriage to your future wife,
yep,
so that you could pick on somebody who didn't deserve it.
I wasn't picking. I was enforcing.
Enforcing what?
Just trying to clear it so everyone could eat and not get nauseous because there was a geek in the room.
I think you're definitely overstating things. I mean, no one's getting nauseous over just seeing another person.
Well,
he's a normal looking guy.
Well, it was like when I had to eat in the cafeteria with you jerks.
Yeah.
Couldn't even keep my food down.
Uh-huh. So you picked on us.
What else could I do?
Not pick on us?
Hey, so anyway, we got married.
You and Sheila.
Oh my God! I'm sorry your invite didn't make it out.
That's okay. I don't know if I
hope
would
you can forgive me.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been able to attend anyway. I don't know if it's something I would have wanted to see.
It was great. It was at the Newbridge Hotel.
Uh-huh.
Quasar played. The band that played our prom.
Yeah, they were...
Oh, they're still great. They did all the songs I wanted to hear.
Like what songs?
You Could Still Rock in America by Night Ranger.
Uh-huh.
Separate Ways by Journey.
Troy?
What?
I mean, you definitely were like the top guy back then, you know.
I'm still the top guy.
Uh-huh. Well, so you were starting to tell us for anybody, listen, this is a guy who I actually went to high school with, Troy Dershman, and he, I guess you heard my voice on the radio, so you're calling up.
It was like fingernails on a chalkboard.
My voice was?
Yes.
Well, you know, your voice isn't exactly the most melodic.
Shut up, nerd. Hey, nerd. Stick your face in the toilet now.
No, I'm definitely...
Do it.
No. I'm not. You can't pick on me anymore,
You're
Troy.
gonna do it. You're gonna do it now.
Troy, I'm
do
not...
it now.
I'm not gonna go...
You're gonna do it.
No, I'm not. You have no sway over me anymore. This is not high school.
I certainly do. I'm coming up there. You might not know when, but I'm coming. I'm going to get you like I got Mr. Schlesinger the other day.
Mr. Schlesinger, the teacher?
The algebra teacher.
Uh-huh.
That jerk almost kept me from playing in the big game against Tribridge.
But that was like 15 years ago? I mean, why? First of all, what did you do to Mr. Schlesinger?
Well, if you'll recall, at that time, in '85, Coach Jackson had to take him aside and show him what a nerd he was being. I almost didn't get my scholarship to Penn State because of that guy.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, me and Craig, Gary, and Vaughn go over to his place last week, and we totally destroyed the grass and smeared paint all over his windows.
But Mr. Schlesinger's actually, he was pretty old back then. I mean, that's like 15 years later. I don't know if that's, I mean, how old is he now?
I don't know. I mean, we just went over to Newbridge Acres and did it.
Newbridge Acres is a senior citizens rest home. So you actually went and vandalized a senior citizens rest home to get revenge on something that almost happened?
Almost happened?
I mean, you played in the big game, you know.
Yeah, but I almost didn't if Coach Jackson wouldn't have intervened.
Yeah, but I'm saying you almost didn't, but you did. So
I got him back, too.
But why are you still holding a grudge from that long ago?
Because he tried to wrong me.
Okay, I mean, you wronged me every day in high school.
Oh, I did not. Like I said, I was enforcing.
I don't. So
what kind of job do you have? You don't just DJ, do you?
No, I actually I do a lot of writing. You know.
Oh, jeez.
What's wrong with
You're
writing?
Still writing stuff?
Yeah.
Do you read?
Sure, I read all the time.
Oh, jeez.
What? What's wrong with...
You're still a tool. What a nerd.
I don't know what's wrong with reading and writing are not exactly the mark of a nerd.
Oh, well, tell America that they're wrong then, because everybody knows that.
I would beg to differ. I think the rest of America would beg to differ also.
Let me guess, you went through 4 years of college, too.
Yeah, I actually did. Now, you actually got a big scholarship.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty big deal at the time.
Yeah, I got recruited to Penn State back then.
Uh-huh. Well, and how, how did all that play out for you?
Well, I only went for a semester. And I didn't think I needed to do it, you know?
Uh-huh. Why's that?
I didn't like it there. I mean, why would I want to leave Newbridge? We got it all here.
But I mean, you kind of have to leave your town at some point.
Well, I guess I do now because the movie theater's gone. I probably won't even go see movies now.
Well, the Newbridge movie theater is that was kind of like an old theater.
Oh, it's the greatest.
Well, I mean, there's the East Brunswick Theater. You could go to the Tri-Bridge
that
Theater.
place is a dump. That's almost as bad as New York City. You'll never catch me either of those places.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with expanding your horizons.
Screw that.
I don't know. I mean, so you've stayed you went to Penn State?
For just a semester. It stinks out there.
And then you just you quit?
I like to think that I took leave.
Uh-huh. Did you play for the team, though? The football team?
Well, I was going to.
Uh-huh.
And, I didn't like those guys.
What guys?
Those guys on the team.
Why not? I mean, they're your teammates.
They were kind of rude.
In what way?
They do stuff to the new guys.
Oh, you didn't like that.
They'd make you pull your jock over your head.
Oh, you didn't want to do that, though.
No, why would I? That's for nerds. You do that to nerds.
Oh, all of a sudden it's not okay when you're the one getting picked on.
No way.
Oh, that's not okay.
I'm an athlete. I'm a star athlete.
So you quit the team? Did you play the season and then quit? No?
Nah, I only stayed through September.
Well, then
it was looking like I wasn't going to start.
Well, yeah, you're a freshman. I mean,
I should have started. Coach Paterno lied to me.
About what? Starting you?
About being a star.
I mean, you have to give stuff like that a chance.
Not me.
Oh, I guess that's your ticket to success. And so
Not TD.
So you went back to what? You went back to Newbridge after Penn State?
Oh, yeah.
And what I might ask, are you doing now, Troy?
When I got back, I got a cool job at Colt's Feed Store.
Uh-huh.
And in 3 years, I was assistant manager.
Okay. And
But that's in the past, all right? I got the primo job now.
What are you doing now?
I work for Coach Jackson's landscaping business.
Okay. So I didn't realize he had a landscaping business.
Oh, yeah, he totally set us guys up with it. We got a killer pad in his backyard.
Who are the guys?
Craig, Gary, Vaughn, and Mike.
Uh-huh. So
It's called the Party Pad.
That's what? You said it was where?
It's in Coach Jackson's backyard.
So you live in the football coach's backyard now?
More or less. We have parties every night.
Uh-huh. Now, how old are you, Troy?
33.
Uh-huh. So you just party every night now?
Pretty much. A lot of times we get kids from the school.
Kids from the what?
The school come out.
Uh-huh. From what school?
The high school.
Wait, you get kids from a high school to party?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the cool thing is that sometimes the kids, from our era, they get boring sometimes. That's why it's so cool to hang out with the high school kids. Those kids know about respect.
Now, you're not giving them beer?
Oh, I don't know.
Does that sound... Well, I guess the right thing to say would be no, not I don't know.
Oh, Coach Jackson doesn't care. He pays our rent. He gives us all the beer we need.
So you're making a pretty good living, though?
Oh, it's great. Well, he pays for everything.
Uh-huh. So, but what, it's a pretty... So he pays for everything, like your room and board?
Yeah, he pays the rent.
Uh-huh.
And then we do the work for him.
And so he pays the rent, you do the work for him, and then you what? You get paid, obviously.
Well, he pays the rent.
Well, how much do you bring in a year, though, like, on top of that?
Oh, I don't know. It's all under the table. Not, most of the money goes to the rent. He pays it.
But you said it's on his property, though, right?
Yeah, but he pays the rent.
But if it's on his property, he's not paying rent to anyone. He is the landlord.
He pays it to his landlord.
Not if it's his house. He's not paying it to anyone.
Well, anyway, all I know is that we get to do cool work, and he gets us to build homes sometimes.
So you do landscaping and home construction?
Yeah, we build houses too.
Where, in Newbridge?
Nowhere else. We're building this house right now that's across the street from the school.
Uh-huh.
It's so cool. Sometimes we'll just throw our hammers down and we'll just walk over and start disciplining young nerds.
So you're actually working on but you're not a construction guy. I mean, you don't have a license, do you?
No.
Well, how can you build a house then?
Oh, we just do it. He doesn't care.
Well, it still sounds like kind of a risky proposition.
Oh, I don't know. We're tough guys. Hey, nerd.
I'm not going to answer if you call me nerd.
Hey, dork.
You can call me Tom or...
Hey, Tom, toilet.
What was that?
Tom, toilet face.
You can't call me toilet face ever again.
Tom.
Yeah?
I didn't see you at none of the reunions.
Yeah, I didn't, I have not been to any of our class reunions.
Let me guess why.
Why's that?
You're scared of getting mashed.
No, I just actually didn't have much of an interest in seeing people from high school.
Guess who was named Reunion King last 4 times?
Wait, what do you mean the last 4 times?
What do you mean, what do you mean?
I mean, we had a 10th anniversary.
Right.
You know, and then I think there's a 15th coming up. But how, there were not 4 class reunions.
There was a 7th, an 8th, and a 9th. I instigated most of those.
Uh-huh.
Because it's so much fun for me to get the gang back together.
Uh-huh. So does everybody still live in Newbridge?
No, that's the problem. There's only a handful of people that still do. I was trying to get them to have biannual reunions, but that nerd class president, Steve Peters, said no.
Well,
guess where his head ended up?
In the toilet.
Yes.
So because he disagreed with your idea of everyone getting together, what, 2 times a year?
Yeah.
You took it upon yourself to flush his head in the toilet.
Yes.
What is Steve doing these days?
Steve?
Mm-hmm.
He's some nerd business guy.
Uh-huh.
What a tool. You know what we did to him?
What?
Went over to his office building and mashed him.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
I mean, you actually went to his place of work.
Yup.
And what, beat him up?
Over to his building. We mashed him. It was totally worth getting shot.
You got shot?
Yeah.
By who?
By a security goon.
Uh-huh. For beating him up for no reason.
I was taking care of business.
Yeah, I think you pretty much earned it.
He shot my idea down.
Uh-huh, so, yes.
And I'm pretty sure I saw him laugh at me at a pep rally once when I tripped.
You really seem to hold a lot of these grudges since like your days of this stuff is in the past, Troy.
I'm evening the scales. They have debts to pay to me.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much paid their debt to you, and I think a lot of people are going to find it kind of refreshing to hear that the king of the school is he lives with his football coach and a couple other of your fellow cronies, a couple of the other guys from the team are actually working for free for a football coach, mowing lawns and clipping hedges, while everyone else has gone on to establish a real adult existence. They're starting families, they're getting married, or they're moving out of the area, or they're not partying every night and basically living like indentured servants.
Yeah, but those guys can't walk down their main street and get recognized by everybody.
But what does that get you, though? I mean, you're getting recognized by everybody.
Yeah, it's a sense of community.
Uh-huh.
And it's worth it when I see those young kids at the high school. They're so scared of me. It's great.
Well, that's kind of sad. Don't you think that's a little sad?
For them.
Well, no, for you.
What?
It's sad for you because you're kind of holding on to something that is not it's not real, even what you're holding on to.
Hey, I've done other things.
Oh, you quit Penn State after you actually took an opportunity like that and quit after after a semester because you couldn't take getting picked on, and after picking on people for forever at high school, and then you went back to the town and started working at Colt's feed store.
Hey, I was a pro football player.
Well, you were a high school football player.
I was a pro football player.
With what league?
The XFL. What's so funny, nerd?
You were in the XFL.
Sort of.
Sort of. Oh, so you could the most fourth-rate football league in existence.
Oh, you got it all wrong, nerd.
Just absolute low-level talent, and you were sort of in that league.
You got to be kidding me.
Kidding with what? That the talent level was low?
Oh, you stink. So anyway.
So how are you in the XFL, sort of?
Well, I tried out.
Uh-huh.
I made the first cut.
Oh, so you made the cut past the guys who literally were like 45 years old and guys who it was their dream to go to a football camp sometime and actually like work out on a football field with an actual coach for the first time in their life. So you made it past that cut.
You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so I got through that. I thought I was going to be the starting quarterback.
What team was this for?
The Hitmen.
Uh-huh.
Then that jerk Polari becomes the first stringer. I'm not going to sit on no bench.
Well, I mean, that's kind of par for you. Definitely have a streak in you where you're kind of a loser in a lot of ways, Troy. I mean, you kind of.
Oh, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
If it comes to any kind of challenge, it seems like you fold.
Hey, nerd. Eat a urinal cake now.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it, nerd.
You have no power over me.
Hey, nerd. Call Principal Markham up and tell him that you're a tool.
No.
Do it, nerd.
Principal Markham? He's not even I'm sure he's not even a principal anymore. I mean, I'm not going to, you have no power over me. You are actually, in high school you may have been top dog. But now the tables have changed and people are above you.
No, they're not. No one's above me.
I think almost everyone.
Nobody is, nerd.
Troy, you actually really turned into quite a failure in life. So what happened to your marriage? How did that fall apart?
She got all bummed out at me. She was too sensitive. That's what her problem was.
Sheila?
Yeah.
Well, in what way?
She'd get mad at me for going over and hanging out at the school all day.
Well, now how old were you at this point?
27.
And what were you doing at the school?
You know, just hanging out. Like I said before, disciplining nerds.
So she got mad at you for doing that, and what did she want you to be doing?
She wanted me at home with our baby.
Oh, so you have a kid.
Yeah.
And what's your child's name?
Rod.
So how old is Rod now?
Rod's 4. I don't know.
So you actually would hang out at a you really are. It's a sad story.
I gotta keep the rep going. To those kids, I'm a legend.
Well, what do they talk about? The time you scored the 3
Oh
touchdowns?
yeah, everyone still talks about that.
Probably because you talk about it first.
Oh, you got it all wrong, jerk.
I'm sure you're the one bringing it up first.
Maybe. Kids gotta know about it. It's part of their heritage.
Heritage?
Yeah. Then I tell them about the time I made you eat a urinal cake. They love it.
Do you tell them about the time that you worked for free for a football coach who basically all he did was open up the door to the existing how big is what is it, like a house?
Well, it actually used to be like a tree fort.
A tree fort?
But there's electricity in there now. We hooked it up.
So you live in like you and what is it, 4 other guys?
Yeah.
You all live in a tree fort.
Well, it's more than that. It's the party pad, like I told you.
The party pad.
It's great.
It sounds awesome.
You'll never see it.
I'm sure I won't. You really, you're a case. You really are like a case study in how not to plan a future.
Hey, nerd. What kind of car are you driving? A Pinto?
No, I have a Hyundai.
Yeah, I still got Lonnie.
What's that?
Oh, like you don't remember Lonnie?
Lonnie?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember Lonnie.
My 76 Camaro? I punched you in the stomach one day because you were looking at it.
I do remember getting punched in the stomach.
Yep.
For looking in your car. So you still have that car?
Yeah, it still runs.
What was it, a 76?
Yeah.
So the car is what is that, 20? How old is that car now? 26 years old?
Yeah.
And what's the appeal to having a car that old? I mean, does it run well?
It runs. Everyone knows that it's my mobile.
Well, that's, maybe in high school that would have been impressive.
Oh, it still is, nerd. I drive by the school 4 times a day, still.
And you just cruise by.
I start honking.
Wow, that's really cool.
Oh, they love it. It's a thrill for them.
Yeah, and is it a thrill for you?
Of course it is. Everyone knows me.
I think it's a thrill for you because it's all you've got to live for.
You're full of it, jerk. You're you're still just insanely jealous of me.
Well, you know what? Maybe at one point during high school, I might have been jealous of you because...
you admitted it.
Well, you seem to be one of the haves. You had it all going.
I still do.
But now you definitely don't. The tables... This is like the definition of the tables have turned.
On you?
No. See, I'm married. You
got someone to go out with you?
Sure.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I'm sorry I didn't spend all my time back at the high school with you. I mean, don't they ever get mad that you're hanging out at the high school? Just from a legal standpoint, you're like a full-grown man, an adult.
The guidance counselor was saying something, Mrs. Renwick, but I put her straight.
And how'd you do that?
You don't want to know.
Indulge me.
You don't want to know.
No, why don't you tell us?
I'm serious. You don't want to know.
Okay, you seem like you don't want to know anything about it. Like you don't want to tell anything about it. So well, Troy, it's been a pleasure talking to you. It's good to see how far the mighty have fallen in life.
Hey, you were never mighty, so you didn't fall at all.
I didn't fall, but I think
Oh, you weren't talking about me, were you?
Sure I was.
Oh, nerd, you are dead.
How are you
All
going
right,
to
I want you to tell everyone out there who your leader is.
I don't have a leader.
I'm your leader.
Pull
that jock over your head.
I'm not wearing
Do it.
No.
I want you to take all of your clothes off right now and walk down Main Street.
No.
Do it.
Absolutely not. You are powerless.
I'm coming
Troy.
up there. Where are you right now?
I'm in Jersey City.
Here I come.
Come on. What are you going to drive that bomb on the you're actually going to take that bomb onto the highway.
Well, I got to put oil in it first.
Let me guess. You have to put oil in the car every time you drive it.
Every couple times.
Yeah. Or it will blow up.
It's still red.
It's what?
It's still red.
What's still red?
The paint on it.
Oh, well, that's impressive. So the car is still red. It barely runs. It's on the verge of blowing up.
You said it barely runs. I said it runs. It runs.
Yeah, it runs. What's the fastest you can go in that piece of garbage?
Well, with the wind at my back?
Well, the wind really shouldn't affect how fast a car can go.
I've got up to 62.
Wow, that's fast.
Screw you. I'm coming up there.
Come on.
Here I come.
Troy, you don't have any power over my life anymore.
Make sure you got your jock ready.
This is not high school. High school is over.
Not for me, it isn't. And it shouldn't be for you either.
That is very obvious that high school is not over for you.
I'm still the king. Say it. Say it, nerd.
I'm not saying anything.
Say I'm the king.
No.
Here I come.
Wow, that was out of nowhere. Huh. Hey, the phone number here is 201-200-9368. The email address, toms@wfmu.org. We are still putting together a enrollment for Scharpling's Army for the fan club. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hey.
This is Julian from the Strokes.
I'm sorry?
This is Julian from the Strokes. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Doing good. I just wanted to see if you could play some Archers of Loaf for me.
What do you want to hear?
Some Archers of Loaf.
I
love them.
I'd probably rather not play Archers of Loaf on the show.
How about some Throneberry?
No, those are two bands which I am not.
I'm in the Strokes.
Okay, I appreciate it. I like your music.
All right, thanks, Tom. Thanks anyway. Goodbye.
Oh. I didn't know the guy in the Strokes was into Throneberry. Well, the Alias recording label. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
I have to say, I have a new respect for you. Like, I always thought you were kind of, like a little pompous because you have, like, the best show on FMU. But that guy really, man, he treated you pretty bad.
Yeah, he was pretty rough back in high school.
Well, that's not cool. And, I kind of feel bad for you now. And, I don't know.
Well, I wasn't the only one who got picked on by him.
Yeah, but but how many people does he call at their job and ridicule?
It sounds like he really is out of control. Like he really has a problem with things.
But I want to join the Army, man. I want to join. I want to join Tom's Army. Now I have a new respect for you.
Okay, well, you got to email toms@wfmu.org and say you want to join Scharpling's Army.
I do. I want to be a member.
Okay.
All right, Tom.
Well, thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.